Co-host, good morning.
Good morning,
This
good
is
morning.
Reality with Personality. Yes, thank you. Today we are having Dwayne Dince Sampson co-host. Tomorrow, Saturday, it will be Melvin Sutherland. Sunday, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Tracy Tega Pantan. The week after, Monday, Ruben Reyes. Tuesday, Francis Flores. Wednesday, King Cyril Yoruwai. Thursday, Rene Nunes. Friday, Yohane Mel Martinez. Saturday, Alex Norberto, unconfirmed. And on Sunday, June the 7th, no nonsense attorney Jackie Willoughby, running and gunning to become mayor of Belize City. Monday after, June 8th, Edward Vincent Martinez. And the Tuesday, June 9th, Sabot Kaitana, the one where the Chemapat Payed. As you know, co-host, our brand, the Reality with Personality, does not discriminate regardless. No one is better than the other person, irrespective of accomplishments, star power, and the like. We treat our guests the same way. We do not discriminate, for God is impartial, and so are we. If you look up to people, including the Pope, you're overcompensating. So you're not seeing the truth and reality of that person. You need to see him or her through a plain mirror. And if you look down on another, you're not drawing, what you're doing, you're drawing a conclusion, which you're the right path, which is misguided, given as long as a person has life. There are some possibility that she transforms into becoming the very best version of him or herself. Hence the reason, co-hosts, on our show, we do not form conclusions about our guests. No, we don't. For as long as, I repeat, she lives, there are some possibility that that person becomes transform into the very best version of him or herself. So don't be like Colonel Jessup, you out there, listening under the song of our voices, who in the movie In a Few Good Men said, in other words, I need to be on this wall. You need to be on that show. We'd welcome you. We'd welcome you. That's true. However, we treat all our guests the same. I repeat, again, I'll now elaborate. I am yours truly, Percy A. Lewis, a life transformation coach. We're about humanity's holistic well-being and spirituality. That's what I do. And seeing the individual find his or her niche and becoming the very best version of him or herself. Here the real boy, the neck nice out there. As opposed to chasing to become the so-called gold standard or role model, as society would have it. People are individuals and as such, indivisible, cannot be further divided. No two people are alike. Parents should not be, quote, raising their children as if though they were cattle. Children ought to be nurtured and inspired instead of being disciplined top down, which was the way the colonialists did it, and is still the methodology of the practice of the military. Children are to be inspired by their parents, so they love the discipline of making their beds, learning their way around the kitchen and in the yard. So over time, Emmanuel, that discipline grows into resilience. Adults should not demand respect from children. Respect is something that ought to be earned regardless. Not because your stutter towers over the child means you should bully him or her. So, parent, instead of raising your voice, improve your argument. It is disheartening when a parent tells a child that she ought to become like his brother or his sister. For no two people are alike. Therefore, let the children be. We are human beings, for crying out loud. Born already knowing how she feels, how she thinks, and in mature time, what she wants for an ambitious career. Other creatures, they can do is become either a full-fledged cow, i.e., or a full-fledged lion. Therefore, human beings are to want to become full-fledged I and I, full-fledged you and you, to become full-fledged human being. As long as your mental acuity remains intact, you should only become full-fledged whenever you are dead. 9 days ago, Reality with Partiality was privileged to host Crystalline Castillo, one who will be competing in convention to become the UDP Mayoral Candidate, against our guest today, no other than Dwayne Dince Sampson. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Good morning, good morning.
On the hand, my friend, let me share my secret with you. This is how I master what it is that I do. I am yours truly, one of a kind personality, life transformation coach. Nobody in the world, and I've traveled the world over, bar none, can do what I do better than me. And I am not the only one here on the stage. My co-host, attorney Ivan Williams, the former Labor Commissioner, is well on his way next to Dean Oliver Barrow, former Prime Minister. Ivan Williams is becoming Belize's foremost labor consultant, a lawyer representing workers faced with job discrimination of all kinds. Mastery doesn't come to the person who says, I am good at many things. I just want to be a master. Master comes to the one who finds his or her niche, separating him or herself, and focusing on that one thing wherein she is competent and loves doing so, that so much so, when they're immersed in it, they don't know where the time goes. In becoming the best version of yourself, Dwayne, your stiffest competition is yourself. So that today you are ensuring you're a better version of who you were yesterday. Dwayne, you feel me?
Yes,
Say yes,
Percy.
sir. I don't
Yes,
need confidence. Confidence is psychological because what I have is clarity. In seeing the clear path ahead of me, I am able to travel at lightning speed. I want people to copycat the show because by the time they wake up, and do wake up and do, I will have taken it to levels outside of their reach. Now, Dwayne, I'm watching you closely. Please go right ahead, my boy, my friend, my comrade. Own the stage as you make your presentation uninterrupted.
okay. Good morning, Belize. Good morning, Percy. Good morning, Ivan. And of
Morning.
course, good morning to the beautiful people of Dangriga. No? My name is Dwayne Sampson, born and grew right here in Dangriga. Um, I grew up with my grandmother and my uncle. My parents, they went to the United States while I was young. I have three other sisters. I'm the youngest of the family. My three sisters, they also live in the United States of America. No, my early days, when it comes to education, I went to Holy Ghost Primary School, and from there, I went to Stan Creek Ecumenical High School, and from Ecumenical High School, I went to the University of Belize in Belmopan and also in Belize City. Since my high school days, my stream was the business field. So carry on to the university level, I obtained an associates in business science and bachelor's in management. After my high school years, I went on internship at, at Heritage Bank in Belize City, Heritage International Bank in Belize City. And from that internship, I landed a straight job with Heritage Bank. All right, so I was at Heritage Bank for like 2.5 years. I got transferred from Belize City to the Dangriga Pomona branch, and in 2014, the branch from Pomona was making a transition here in Dangriga. So I ended up here in Dangriga. So I'm part of the genesis of the Dangriga Heritage Bank, and I am someone who like self-evaluate myself every other day. So while working at the bank, I realized that I'm more of an active person. right? Sitting 8 to 5 was not really my thing. So I decided to resign, and I applied into education, teaching. So I'm a teacher of 11 years now at the Delil High School. I teach keyboarding and principle of accounts and principle of business. So that's about doing Samson the past, basically. Um, the political thing right now, where I'm at, the strength that I have is the support from the people. If I should say, I'm a person that I connect with the people of Dangriga. I don't see myself above anybody, right? I'm a welcoming person. I'm an understandable person, approachable person, and with the several activities that I have done in this community, that is what have me in this position today, because people have observed and people have come to me and talk to me and ask, why doing Samson don't try the political thing. And I sit back and I thought about it. And my conclusion from that is that sometimes you are going through life and people literally they observe you. And sometimes people say the best that you yourself not say for yourself, right? And that way I did today. And how this journey started. This journey started by the several activities. I'm someone that observe, I assess my environment, and I execute. Right? I don't need to know a lot of talking. I look, seek problems or issues, and I the type behind the doors. I will find solution and I will just execute. So um, back in 2015, um, because of football and the Jankono Wanaraga dance, those two activities, they made me travel internationally, right? And so I only sight fit to invest back in these two activities. This was way back in 2015. So I invested in a football soccer team, and I also invested in a Jankono dance group. And that was just my way of giving back, because that was my grace. And by doing that, I am exposing the youths around me for the same opportunity that I had. Going forward, during the COVID pandemic, I started a delivery business. That was named D Number One Delivery. And from that business, what I did with the income that I received, the revenue, I started to buy like pantry and stuff like that and distribute it to the people in the community. And that was small act of kindness. So again, people observe, and people observe. Then I started to assist in education, back to school drives, school bags to the different primary schools, to different students. And again, that are just some of the issues that I saw in this community and I executed. Then I indulged in the Christmas movies, Christmas toy drive, and stuff like that. Currently, I am managing a football team that is named Youth Empower Football, and I deal with a lot of youths. I deal with a lot of youths. Right, so that's where I'm at right now, and that is part of. No, I can say that is part of my campaign strategy because on the ground, people want to know what have you done? What have you done for the community? Right? And these are just things that I can highlight and I highlight to them. So I'm active in this community. Yeah.
Are he not?
Yeah, that's him.
All right. When you were in school, at whatever level, did you see yourself and or were you perceived as a leader?
Well, when I was in school, I'm that type, like I said, I observe and I assess and I execute. Um, I had, and I have people that knows me for that. That's part of my strength, right? So, again, there are different type of leaders. There are different type, right? And
What type
I see
you?
my,
What type you?
well, I see myself as a charismatic leader and a democratic leader. And why I say that is that people are gravitated to me because, like I've mentioned before, I don't believe and I don't carry myself that like I am better than anyone. I will sit with the common man, well, with somebody that maybe the society will look at as the common man.
All right,
And
all right. Very good. No. You go to church or you not go to church? Where they go on with that?
I don't go to church, but I believe in God. I believe in God.
So how you get up your strength? How you get up your strength?
I pray, I pray, and I believe that there is a supreme being. So I go to him.
All
Right.
right.
Also, like I said, I'm someone who evaluates a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And those are things that help.
Yeah.
I also listen to like motivational speech and stuff like that.
Okay. I want to understand your ground better. Your ground. You're grounding because your parents migrated and then your grand raised you, or I prefer the word nurture. How was that experience really growing up?
Yeah. So growing up, when my parents they went to America, I was a young child, didn't really understand the situation and stuff like that. I must say that it was not a bed of roses because growing up, you would go to primary school and you have several activities where you see your classmates, parents, father, mother, they present, and then I would have questioned myself, but why, like why my parents? But so I had that little resentment. Resentment. But
In the
while
beginning, or you're still in nursing?
no, I am fully over that. I'm fully over that because I'm grown, mature. I have a family of my own, and
Yes, but relationship with your parents,
yeah,
is it there? Is it there?
no, that is there. That is there. That is
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, let me move to the sports thing. I think I hear you say they manage a team or so.
yeah, youth empowerment FC.
I hear you say you dance, Jankono.
Yeah, I also dance and Kuno as well, and I
Ah,
also have a
ah,
group as well.
ah. So now, the mayor, and I'm a co-host on the show with him. He have a lot of sports activities going down there. If you win round one, go up against the PUP, you win that. How would your what kind of manifesto you put together for several? This way Dwayne and team and deliver to the Dangriga community. Sarawia Hope Creek. Oh, then I'm not part of it. No, then I'm not part of it.
They are not part of it. Dangriga, we look past solely Dangriga for
Okay,
the
go there.
municipal.
Go there.
So hitting the grounds, we have to listen to our people. We have to listen to our people. They are the boss.
Where
They
they
are the
want?
boss. They are the boss, right?
Where they tell up on the campaign? Where they
So
want?
basically, the top priority for Dangriga right now from the grounds are improvements of streets, drainage, public infrastructure, the enhancements of park and recreational areas, economic development, right? Economic development, they look at safety and also small business and entrepreneurial growth. Those
Okay.
are like the main.
Okay, before I go to my co-host, I want hear what you think about civic pride, right? Because let us say every resident and homeowner, right, share the apron front of the house, jointly manage it with the council, right? Right, the apron where they drain there and so. So, what is your thought about managing that space? Because like the rain disturbed me this morning, it started to pee from upstairs, and then drains could get clogged up, and then people could point finger and say that the council, either that or then start to everybody help themselves with the piece front of the yard, jointly managed with the council. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah,
What is your opinion? What is your philosophy about that?
I strongly believe that civic pride would help the thing, would assist in this. Because again, the town council, yes, it's an entity for the town, but with the resources, right? If an individual or if a neighborhood would come together and decide that they will assist in that manner, cleaning in front of their yard, then certain resources that the town council have, they can use it for something else.
Yeah,
So
but
that
I never mean to make it be a trick question. You say you
okay.
strongly believe in civic pride, but
Yeah.
let us say you're the mayor. You campaign to, and you get subvention to deliver services. So how you want to handle that? How you want to handle that as mayor? The need to, right, keep front of your yard. How you juxtapose, how you manage that together with the homeowner? How you manage that?
Well, I guess in personal consultation, you have to talk to people. You have to talk to people and really understand why someone think the way he or she thinks, no? So I just believe that the consultation with the individual, I think that should work. And the way how you go about doing that consultation. I mean, you have to.
Now, my last question, then the co-host. When you run a race, like you run one, let us say you run for UDP convention to mayor. You the go from the front or you the watch the competition? How you the
I had to go for the front. I had to go for the front.
co-host?
Yes,
Co-host,
yes, yes, yes.
handle the man for me.
Dwayne, no, I had a question for you. Yes, you've done a number of initiatives, very good, and you've been on the ground talking to people, and people are telling you more or less what they want. You're an aspirant in this race. Let's say you win the convention, you win the mayoral seat. What are your plans to addressing these concerns?
Well, my plan to address these concerns when we look upon the status quo, because the thing is, we have a bright future. Dangriga have a bright future. And I strongly believe that we have more things to accomplish here in town. And how I plan to carry out some of these focus, I have a team. I'm working with a team. And as a leader, with only one person. So to be in all angles, you need a team, right? You need to distribute portfolios and stuff like that. And your team will report to you. So while I am not the mayor as yet, sorry, I'm not the mayor as yet. I am putting things in place so when I get there, I can execute, right? We are aware about the subvention that the government will give us at the council, but there are other ways that you can generate funds for our community, right? We look at things like grants, we look at things like the tax, land tax, property tax, liquor license, traffic license and stuff like that. And also I believe that the town council can also do community fundraising and also try to run the town council as a business, no? So that we can carry out some of these things. We know that streets are getting paved, yes, but we can enhance that with traffic markings, paintings, and stuff like that, and try to beautify the town.
It, in terms of that, if you could give a little more details, particularly looking at prioritizing, because you can't do everything at the
Yeah.
same time. So,
Yeah.
from your point of view and your interaction with your team and with members of the Dangriga community, what kind of priorities? What will come first, second, and third if we were to kind of come up with a plan along those
All
lines?
right. All right. So, like I've mentioned, the top priorities people are looking at drainage, improvement of street, because that we gotta get big. Right? I live in the Wagerale area, right? Drainage, when the rain back here flood out, we have new site with flood out. So then drainage. Drainage is one of the top priority. Economic development along with tourism is also a top priority. And Dangriga, man, we are blessed. We have all the amenities that the other tourism communities have. But why not Dangriga? Why not the tourists are here in Dangriga or would just pass through Dangriga? So when it comes to culture and tourism, Dangriga is the culture capital. That's how we are described, the culture
Uh-huh.
capital.
Uh-huh.
And,
Roll
and
right off of that.
So,
Roll right off of that into your closing argument.
so
right,
how,
right. Dangriga is the culture capital, and I believe that we can bring the tourism here in Dangriga through our culture. And when I talk about our culture, I'm not just talking about Garifuna, because Dangriga is a diverse community with different ethnicity. So we can have a cultural festival where we invite all the other ethnicities to be a part of this festival, food fit and stuff like that. We know that November 19th, that is set in stone for the Garifuna celebration. So we must include our rest of ethnicities that are here in Dangriga as well. So that's a revenue
You you
pipeline
have
as
any
well.
Yeah.
you have any hello co-host they done? You want to give your parting shot, co-host. You have
Okay.
any hello and sort of to shout out to anybody? Dwayne?
Well, I just want to big up my parents there in America, my sisters, and also in the diaspora. I want to big up my
Uh-huh.
team, because without them, you know how the thing work. You need a team, so I want to big up those people.
You're the freeze
I
up
want,
sometime.
I want to big up well, I want to big up myself.
Okay. Very we're gonna talk after this. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're the freeze up. Yeah, you made the freeze up, but anyhow, that's all we
Okay.
have time for. Co-host, your parting shot.
Well, I want to thank Dwayne for coming on the show. Um, touch on a number of points. It's just a matter of fleshing them out, and when you get there, to stay on the path in terms of making the changes, because we do need that change in Dangriga. Uh, Youth unemployment and underemployment is a serious matter. We have culture, yes, but the benefit from it in terms of, and we need to find means and ways how to, in my view, to grow
Okay,
it or to
co-host.
create the environment.
Co-host, co-host,
And so,
co-host, 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 co-host,
yes.
co-host. We now make conclusion. Me and you now
And
make
so,
conclusion. No, they have had the pleasure of having Dwayne Sampson. You never did tell me. I never did ask you either, boy. Then Sampson, whether liar Sampson or your family, but is he?
That's my granduncle. That's my granduncle.
Oh, I'm a friend too, boy. Well, all the best, Dwayne, and stay backstage a little. We are chit chat, all right? Co-host.
yes, yes, all the best, doing.